All right, let's dive into something pretty big today, a concept called flow. The idea here is to create something like a nervous system for the entire internet. So let's get right into it.
First, let's talk about a problem that, let's be honest, drives all of us a little crazy. It's all that endless, tedious manual work we do just to keep our digital lives in order.
I mean, really think about it for a second. How much of your day is just copying and pasting? You grab something from an email, you drop it into a spreadsheet, you fire off a notification in Slack. It's this never-ending cycle of being a human bridge between your own apps.
The truth is, our digital world right now is completely fragmented. All our important data is trapped inside these separate little boxes, these digital silos. But what if it didn't have to be that way? What if we could build a reality where information just flows?
And that, right there, is the entire mission behind Flow. It's designed to be this brand new foundational layer for the internet, built specifically to solve that fragmentation problem.
So what is it, really? Well, at its heart, Flow is a super smart automation engine. Its whole job is to act as a bridge, connecting the internet we all use every day, what people call Web2, with the next evolution of the internet, the decentralized Web4.
You know, this metaphor really is the best way to wrap your head around it. If you picture the whole internet as a single body, then flow is the nervous system. It's the thing that's sending all the signals and commands between your brain, your hands, your feet, all the different parts of your digital life. Okay, so how does a nervous system for the web actually work? It's not magic, of course. It's all built on three main pillars that work together to make it happen. The very first pillar is all about connection. They call it the bridge, and its purpose is pretty straightforward: to link the web you're on right now with the decentralized web of tomorrow.
And this is where it gets really powerful. Flow can connect to over 500 of the apps you already use, Gmail, Slack, you name it, and link them directly to Web4 ecosystems. So imagine an email landing in your Gmail could automatically trigger an on-chain transaction or post to a decentralized social feed. It's pretty wild.
Now let's move on to the second pillar, the brain. And this is where Flow really levels up from being just a simple automation tool to something truly intelligent.
Look, we've all used those if this, then that kinds of tools. They're what you might call dumb automation. They just move data from A to B. Flow introduces intelligent, autonomous AI agents. You can think of them like your own personal digital workforce, on the job 24/7.
And we're not talking about simple bots here. These are like digital employees. They use natural language processing to actually understand the context of a situation. You can give them a goal, and they'll figure out the best steps to get there. You could literally deploy a community mod agent to watch your Discord, filter out spam, and reward good behavior, all by itself.
The third pillar is called the shield, and this one is a huge deal because it's all about security and digital ownership. It's a complete shift in how we think about our identity online.
So here's the key difference. Instead of handing over your passwords and your secret API keys to some company to store on their servers where they could get hacked, Flow uses something called unique identity on device. It means your identity lives on your device. The system can verify you have permission to do something without ever seeing your actual password. Your credentials stay right where they belong, with you.
Okay, so that's all the theory, but what does this actually look like day to day? Let's walk through a real-world example to see how all these pieces fit together.
Okay, so imagine this. A new message pops up in your Discord server. That's the trigger. Instantly, an AI agent jumps on it and performs sentiment analysis. Then, a logic step asks a simple question: is this positive? If the answer is yes, it automatically likes it and sends a reply. If it's no, it logs it for human to review. And finally, whatever action it took gets cryptographically signed by your identity and published.
And here's maybe the coolest part. You do not need to be a programmer to build a workflow that complex. You can use a visual drag-and-drop interface. Or even crazier, you can use something called Magic Build, where you just describe what you want in plain English, and an AI builds the entire thing for you.
Now, Flow isn't a one-size-fits-all thing. It's all about freedom and choice, so there are actually two different ways you can get started with it.
You've got two main options here. First, there's the Web4 Studio. It's perfect for creators or businesses that just want to get up and running instantly without worrying about servers. But if you're a developer or you're really serious about privacy, you can self-host the whole thing yourself. That gives you total control and total data privacy.
And all of this really brings us to the bigger picture. This is about more than just some clever automation. It's about a fundamental change in how we use the web, a shift from just passively browsing to actively building.
When you can connect over 500 of the applications you already depend on to the decentralized web, you stop being just a user who clicks from tab to tab. You become an orchestrator of your own digital world.
And that really gets to the core philosophy here. The future isn't just about moving data around faster. It's about understanding it. It's not just about browsing the next version of the web. It's about orchestrating it.
Look, this kind of technology puts you firmly in the driver's seat. It's an incredibly powerful toolkit for designing your own digital future. So the only real question left is this: with all this power at your fingertips, what are you going to build first?